Holy shit. Okay. It should be working properly now.
Here is the request Harriet made.
Are there any special instructions?
No, I would have stated as much.
Yes, of course. I'll be quick.
Of course you will. You're a runner. You may depart in a moment.
Oh, good.
Well, I got a bunch of bonuses, didn't I? Nice. So... I think these got stuck. There we go. Yeah, stranger, I noticed that. The only thing you didn't see is that I got a bunch of bonuses. A bunch of bonuses against against what? Darkspawn, that was it. Alright, one perk. I should actually be able to get another perk. But we already know what perk I'm going to get.
Nothing yet.
This one. I don't see any other one. Maybe this, not, it is locked. And I'm not going to lose a perk in bullshits. Bullshits, imagine that. Bullshits. Advanced focus. What is a keep? I wonder. How is it that I haven't conquered a keep? I don't understand it. But alright, okay, it doesn't matter. Training gear and experience working with Master Locksmith needed to tackle the toughest and most ingenious locking mechanisms. Yes. Perfect. Now let's retrieve all my compadres. Thanks. Let's see. The protest against the tranquility punishment has dispersed. Key leaders disappeared. The fear remains, but it is banished to corners for now. Long enough for us to do our work. Yes. That seems good enough. How long until he does this? 8 minutes. Well, but I remember Leliana was the appropriate choice for one of these missions. What was it? I think it was here in the north. That's it. Let's unnerve the winter a little bit more.
Inquisitor.
What else am I missing? Holy shit, the sun doesn't allow me. Okay. I think nothing more around here. Which means we go back to the east. I don't see any more missions, do you? Well, not missions I want to at the very least. Which means she continues to gather elf fruit, which is honestly what I'm truly missing.
At your service.
Orle. Alright. I will get another perk, or at least another influence tier in a bit. Now it's time to... Or not. How the hell did that happen? And level up time. For everyone except here. How many points can I keep putting into this tree? Without fear. For example, this is something I found out in the very beginning of the game. You unleash a blast of lightning that shocks one target and arcs to nearby enemies. Reading that, you would think this doesn't do AoE damage. It won't touch my tank, which is fighting side to side with the enemies. But no, turns out it is a lie. Complete fabrication. Of the developers that cannot understand the true meaning of AoE. So, what do we do? You inspire your allies to fight harder. Your party's guard, stamina, and mana build over time, and all party members gain damage resistance against incoming attacks. Duration 15 seconds. This is amazing. Lightning Cage, best spell. Well, Sinner, if you think of this, I won't be micromanaging the mage. Will the AI use Lightning Cage appropriately? That's my question. For you. This thing appears to be extremely powerful. The rally. Even better than Last Sacrifice, to be honest. Sometimes, yeah, well, as long as sometimes it does, I don't care. Okay, so I will get it for her. Yeah, as long as it's like every other spell or ability the AI uses. Sometimes they use it correctly, sometimes they fuck it all up. But as long as they are able to occasionally pull it out of their hat, then I won't mind. Yeah, rally seems like a very important. I need to take the add-on as well. Okay. Since it seems I won't be getting my specialization for another 10 or 15 hours, I believe I don't have any problem with that. What can I can always click it, to be honest. Although I don't use... it's better to click it. I don't want to use rally by mistake. How do I actually click an ability that's not here? It's a good question. Can I do that? Okay, rally does seem like a bit better than this. Because my tanks don't go down almost there. But the party could get a boost in a tough spot, certainly. Doesn't heal them, but it makes them almost invulnerable to damage. And that means I can use potions in the meantime. Or I can run away. That seems like the best overall. Alright, next. Shit. Okay, let me check what Sinner was telling me. Without the add-on, it doesn't work that well. Ah, because it does damage. Well, I am more interested in the paralyzing effects, to be honest. It seems like the lightning tree is really good, honestly. Much better than the ice tree and the fire tree. I don't know how the fire tree. The fire tree has too many things that do damage to a lot of people, which is something I don't like. But these bonuses seem somewhat good. But honestly, the fire tree, the light, the storm tree seems the best one overall. Okay, in Sarah, let's see what we have here. 1,000 cuts. Mana expensive. Okay. Okay. We shall see. I prefer, yeah, the paralyzation effects that do seem something I would be interested in. Let me check this. You choose a target, then dash to and fro, a shadow leaving blood with every step. After you slice through nearby foes, you land behind your target, striking deep. That's a lot of damage. 300 per hit? Holy shit. Okay. So that's damage dealing. What about this? You can use more concentrated elixirs to give you an uncanny edge in battle. You do bonus damage to all attacks for a short time whenever you use an elixir or potion. The effect stacks. Okay. You need to be very close to the enemy to use 1,000 cuts. Alright. Well, I'm sure if I ever find myself in a tough situation, everyone will be close to the enemy. Suppose a dragon, a big enemy. Flask of Lightning, let's see. This flask sends you into a heightened state of incredible speed. Everyone on the battlefield except you moves much more slowly for a short time. You can use this ability. Okay. What is this flask doing me? For a short time, your abilities cost no stamina. Okay. Okay. Quicksilver. Your flask of lightning is more concentrated. Time almost feels to stand still around you. I wonder if the AI can possibly use this properly. Flask of flame plus add-on plus 1,000 cuts equals infinite 1,000 cuts. Someone was telling me about that the other time I didn't understand. Let's see. While Flask of Fire is active, all of your abilities have no cooldown. And your abilities cost no stamina. But doesn't 1,000 cuts take away focus? Trivialize the game. Make it completely. I don't know. God mode, but let me. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it. Because supposedly this consumes focus. Why would no, not consuming stamina make it last forever? Or maybe because it has no cooldown. That's what you're telling me. No, it doesn't matter. These abilities don't have cooldowns, do they? You test it. It is like that. Well, then the descriptions are completely fucked up. Yeah, no cooldown. What? Ah, now I see what you're telling me. Because damage increases focus. Of course, it makes sense. No, no, it's not talk. It does make sense. Damage increases focus. So you do a whole lot of damage with 1000 cuts and you don't have any cooldown for it. So you continuously regenerate focus while you're using the fire flask and 1000 cuts. Makes perfect sense, honestly. Well, for as long as you can use the flask, which is every 32 seconds. Problem is, I don't know I can continuously do that with with my party. Since you actually tell me that you must be very close to use 1000 cuts. That's the case, then I will be breaking down my party. I mean breaking them from their current pattern, which is arranged party. I would have to micromanage the rogue to go into close combat. I don't know. I understand what you're telling me. Yeah, 1000 cuts does humongous amounts of damage. It's obvious. Even the first tier does like 1000 damage. Not 1000. 10,000 damage. Well, if that's the case, then I could micromanage the 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 what? The rogue in battle. I don't know. I don't know. You're making me think about it. But it sounds like I'll be putting my my party in a lot of danger by doing this. Yeah, but Sinner, I understand the logic behind what you're telling me, but that sounds like a lot of micromanagement of the party member that cannot hold aggro. It would be nice. Let's say I'm fighting the only a boss or only a dragon, uh, only a big bad guy. Then what you're telling me sounds very intriguing because I could just every minute or whatever of the fight leave Cassandra alone, go for Sarah or Homer. Well, leave the tank alone and go for Sarah and close in, do a lot of damage and switch out to continue the fight undisturbed as the tank. But other than that particular situation, if let's say I'm fighting Corypheus and he starts summoning demons all over the place, then your tactic will more likely than not allow me to deal loads of damage but not to win the fight, because the rest of the party will get killed, the mages especially, because they are so vulnerable. I need to be on top of that all the time. Mm, unless I'm actually fighting a single big enemy, then I can uh, for more than a few seconds take care of the rest of the party. Because if you notice, when I'm fighting, I only switch out of the tank to get the other party members out of trouble with Fate Step or uh, or Leap. Well, I will have to see it in action, Cedar. The other problem with your approach is I have a lot of time, dead time, you could say. Uh, for example, in the case of Lightning Flask, it's 32 seconds or 25 seconds, let's say, of time that I cannot do a lot of damage. That's time I need to worry about saving the party. Now, what about the cage? I think the cage lasts 9 seconds, and what would be the cooldown of the cage? Let me check. 32 seconds as well. So that's, let's say, half a minute where I would be incredibly vulnerable to a bunch of enemies. And as I said not 10 minutes ago, simplicity is better in noded rule sets. Because the more you have to worry about and to pull off in a precise manner to win, the more likely you are to die. I believe that. At this particular moment in time, I am not confident on my party enough. They are too stupid to pull off anything that's really complex. So I need to keep it simple as much as I can with the rest of the companions. But I see how your strategy would work under different circumstances. The problem, for example, you're telling me wait until the AI casts Lightning Cage and then switch to Sarah. The problem is, I don't know how visual the spell is, but it is highly unlikely I'll be paying attention to what the mages are doing, since most of the time I will be just focusing on keeping the tank drawing aggro from the enemies. It is entirely possible, but I don't like two things about it. Because I don't use the tactics view. Yeah, I am too focused on the tank most of the time. To be paying attention to what's going on around the battlefield, other than where the enemies are located, trying to draw them away from the ranged people. But if my rogue starts coming around into melee range, which was the reason I really hated Barrick at the beginning of the game. Barrick loves to come into melee range. That is deadly for my party. I will get Lightning Cage. Lightning Cage seems like a spell that could work, but Thousand Cuts I would have to micromanage, and only on very specific circumstances would I be able to do that, and that's against a single very powerful enemy that has no support. Only in that instance will I be able to leave Cassandra alone to her own devices and take one companion, the rogue, into close combat and do the sequence you're telling me. But for now, I think it's better to go for the Tempest. What? Now this is Tempest. The Lightning. Because this seems like something the AI could use, could do constantly without major difficulties. Okay, yeah, it only works at a very close distance. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine my rogue, which is ranged, is very far away from the enemy. Let's say 10 meters. I would have to leave the tank next to a very tough enemy for, let's say, 10 seconds on its own, while I close the gap, do the abilities and attack, and then switch out. That is a dangerous proposition. But I see the merit on what you're telling me, definitely. But this seems like something the AI could spam all the time. I could even make it its preferred ability without second guessing myself. So let's go with Killer's Alchemy. Besides, it gives her a little bit of constitution. But Sinner, tell me out that when I'm level 20. No, I'm not talking about the Flask of Frost. I'm talking about the Flask of Lightning. Does the AI fuck this up as well? Because it seems pretty straightforward. You use it and everything goes slower. Okay, fire and lightning works fine. Okay, thanks, Sinner. But you are pointing out very interesting tactics that I will definitely need. For example, against a dragon or against Corypheus, I'm sure. I will need to use what you're telling me. But against a normal spawn of mobs, let's say what I faced in Haven. Against what I faced in Haven, Thousand Cuts and Fire Flask won't help me. Because it's a bunch of enemies. Against a lot of them, Thousand Cuts seems like a subpar ability. Against one big enemy, it seems like the right choice. Okay, let's continue. What about you, Dorian? The choices are damage bonus against panicked. Now, he doesn't do much damage in any event. Killing an enemy attracts spirits that increase the power of your spells for a short time. Okay. Also don't like it. What about this? You mark a target with an attacking spirit, inflicting ongoing damage. If the target dies while marked, the spirit mimics the body and briefly fights on your behalf. Lightning is better than fire if you use the AI. Yeah, it does seem like that from the description, Sinner. Hello, EMP. Yeah, we're at the very end of the cast, EMP, sadly, but still a lot of time. You won't see any fighting or anything, but we're leveling up, going to inventory management, and crafting. That's what's left for today. Sadly. For you. uh, Alright. Lingering Mark. This seems like a good one, honestly. The Mark. What does this do? You increase the speed of the entire party while this ability is active. All enemies move and attack more slowly. Well, this sounds great, honestly. Or 20%. Nah, I always prefer abilities that affect the entire party. This sounds nice. Between these and and yeah, all the focus abilities are really overpowered, it seems to me. Ah, you love leveling. Well, then you are in for a treat. It seems to me like haste is the better option. This is the stuff I can actually do in a second. I can switch to him, hit haste, and switch back to Cassandra or whatever. Doesn't matter. Yes, they did. They really did a poor piece job of tactics in this game. Tactics are nothing. Look at the tactics are use this more, or don't use it at all. That's the tactics in the game. Amazing, isn't it? Same with behaviors, which is use healing potions, use them at this time, and leave some mana left or a lot of mana left. Those are the only things you can actually micromanage, which is ridiculous, honestly. Okay, let's go with haste. I like haste. All of that seems like stuff I can actually employ in tough spots. Next, Blackwool. I was going for what? Walking Fortress? No. Invulnerability against melee attacks? Why did I choose this side? Ah, it's true. He becomes in unkillable with this ability. For 5 seconds he is unkillable. Yes. Yeah, EMP. Even not even Dragon Age 1. Dragon Age 2 has a better system of tactics than this game. Yeah, the problem with this is better than this because it's only against melee attacks. What if I'm fighting a mage or a dragon or whatever? They could burn me down to hell. Well, this actually helps against that. I'm going with unyielding, no question. No question there. Cool. I was going deep into this for Mark of Death. Yeah. If I'm ever going to use Call, it will be because of Mark of Death. Which also works very well against a single opponent. One very powerful single opponent, it seems to me. Okay, everything is going rather quickly now. Continue with this. Alright, I remember now. I didn't go down here because I didn't have anything that left enemies weakened, but now I do. Which means we're going down. Increase the power of status effects against weakened enemies. Yes. Good. Good enough. Actually, leveling up is not taking that much because specializations don't have that many branching. Mark of the advanced. Yeah, sinner. Mark the enemy, do 1,000 cuts, and 10 seconds later they all die. It makes perfect sense. Uh, yeah, yeah, normal unit tactics, honestly. Well, I've been able to manage because the AI is. It's really stupid in a lot of ways, but I found out that with ranged characters they do a decent job. So as long as I control the tank, the melee tank, everything can go my way. With the help, you help the team make the most of its abilities, increasing the damage and duration of all the status effects. Yeah, that is something that can work very well. That's what I was pointing for. An iron bullshit. Iron bull. No, 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 it's not friendly fire. Ah, the bombardment? Yeah, it is friendly fire. I don't know. Let me go back to sodas. I know this is not friendly fire. It says the boulder now explodes on impact, but it doesn't say damages people, which is honestly what I'm worried when I have AoEs. As long as an AoE does no damage to my tank, I don't really care. It can weaken it, stagger it, drop it to the ground. Freezing is a little bit more annoying because it takes a lot of time to unfreeze yourself. But it unlike this one that actually says you smack everyone in the area. That definitely will do damage to my uh my what? My tank. You want all the companions. EMP, huh? I don't know what to tell you. I would say it depends. Bale Strike is not friendly fire. Well, it surely sounds like friendly fire to me. I can tell you that it all depends on what type of party you want to set up. In every type of party, you will take two of a class. Because you have 3 classes and 4 slots in a party. So, uh, just think what. It doesn't really matter. You can rotate them all the time. So you can take 3 of them at any given time. Just select the class you. Well, unless, for example, unless you don't want 2 warriors. If you don't want 2 warriors in your party, then or 2 mages or two rogues, you have to think with that in mind. Whatever you don't mind to duplicate in the party, that should be your class, and that way you can bring 3 others from different classes to help to have the party all the time. Different party with 3 characters each from the companions. Yeah, I've been running 2 mages, 1 rogue, and a tank. It does seems like the most solid party. Funk is quite right on that. I don't know EMP. Sinner, what I mean, Sinner. This sounds like an AoE to me. That's the truth. While this only the improvement does, and it only says it causes weakness. So that's why I prefer that. Okay, let's see. You mark whatever, yes. Now what? While Ring of Pain is active, Devour costs less stamina. Isn't Devour like down here? Who gives a shit? And has shorted cooldown, and okay. That's in the future. Blood Frenzy. They thought you get weaker once they wounded you. They were wrong. You move more damage while missing health, okay. When an enemy dies near you, the thrill of death spurs you to hit that much harder. Well, that's also not good, honestly. Rampage. Your unstoppable fury of physical force. While this ability is active, your attacks are harder and faster, and you gain health with each strike. You gain health with each strike, okay. It's an interesting one. What about this? Your critical strikes have a chance to cause a gory mess and send nearby enemies fleeing in panic. And what? Being near a badly wounded enemy spurs you into a frenzy, driving you to move faster and giving you a better chance of striking deadly blows. But this is more likely, honestly, than a critical chance with a warrior. So I think I'm going down this road. Yeah. Yeah, you can respec really early in the game, EMP. Basically, after the first mission, you can respec your party, your entire party, if you wish. Ah, okay, Sinner. Well, it's good I'm not going to use Iron Bull, honestly. It seems highly unlikely. I only took him with me because he said the Qunari were planning an invasion of the south, which is horrible to my ears. I would say running 2 tanks could be good. What I don't like is the let's say 2 tanks, in my opinion, would lead to increased potion consumption. From my perspective, because the AI tank will get damaged a lot. You can respect one character for free, but the other ones would be costly. 300, 400 gold. Okay, let's take that. That is my feeling. 2 tanks lead to a lot of potion consumption, which is something I don't want. Okay, I think we're done here. Everyone is level 15, which means that rogue armor I've been hoarding for the longest time can actually... I need to go to the Dalish camp to deliver the pelts. I will do that before I end the stream. Where are your stacks of 99 potions? Well, they are in the past, EMP, that's where they are. In all honesty, I haven't found myself missing health potion, not healing magic. What I dislike about the only 12 potions is that it discourages exploration. And constantly makes you travel back to a camp or to Skyhold or whatever.
Inquisition
attention?
Stop saying that, Dagna, please.
Almost gotcha.
Please stop telling that joke. After the 10th time, it was already old. Okay, the Templar's Feast. Let's see what this is all about. I would lose a lot. A lot. Which means it's no good. What about Blackpool? Even with 20 damage extra against demons, it's worse than what I have. Yeah. No good. Iron bullshit. Goodbye. Daggers, goodbye. Shield. Goodbye. Definitely. Okay, that was quick. There is a spirit healer actually, MP. I am a spirit healer. Spirit healer. That's it. Those are your spirit healers. Let's continue. Armor. Felindaris Bita. This is level 17, isn't it? Yes, it is. Rogue level 16. This is shitty armor. Shitty armor indeed. I don't think even Barrick would gain anything from this armor. Other than armor, which I don't really care for. But this one, on the other hand, is good. And let's start with Sarah, which is the default. Okay. 12 Constitution. We need to take a look at her upgrades. Nah, my mage doesn't hold swords. Although she might, because she's going to become an arcane warrior. Who knows when that will happen. Okay, 12 Constitution. Let's see. Hunter, male, arms and legs. Let's see. Qualify armors. Sarah's armor. Magic defense and willpower. Well, that's no good. No good at all. It means that is a much worse armor. Much worse. Secondary rogue. Well, this is some better armor as well. No, not really. This is actually, that guy looks awful. That's the stuff nightmares are made of. Prowler coat arms and blocking shoot legs. Let's see what those do. Some stupid shit. Too cunning for melee and 8 ranged. So the thing has 2 cunning and 4 willpower and 6 magic defense. That's a good ass armor. How the hell did I end up with that armor? It's really good. So I would be losing magic defense for melee defense. And a lot of cunning. Yeah, a Peacepot helmet, the best helmet in the game. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to give it to Barrick because for Barrick it is a definite improvement without having to get into a lot of nonsense. He would lose a lot of melee defense, but he shouldn't be melee combat in any event. So, what is the Carta armor? The Battle Master's mail map for a warrior. Let's start with Iron Bull. Iron Bull. Nah. He actually looks badass with this. Sadly, it's no good. Nah. And maybe against this. Maybe. But would I have... Okay, you know what? Let's upgrade it with whatever I have for it. And see. And let's upgrade that Battle Master mail. With whatever I have. Magic defense. Okay. What do my thingies have? 7 constitution on the base. Okay. Iron Bull will fuck everyone, yes. He's the most upstanding Cunari I've ever seen. That's 18 and 6 then. 6 constitution. Has this armor, that base 6 constitution. Which means the other one has 5, not better. What about Black? No, this has 7 constitution. The blade, what? Battlemaster coat. What do you know? I was mistaken. So it's better, it's 7 constitution. Means Cassandra would have an improvement. Yes. What do you know? The Battlemaster coat is better for Cassandra. But what do you know, honestly? Well, 1 constitution is not like it's going to make all the difference, but whatever. Okay, you know what? Let's switch it right away. And 1 constitution is worth it. Where is this? Battlemaster coat. Okay. So we're left with the Battlemaster mail. The Venatory helmet. Let's get rid of the Venatory helmet. 6 melee defense. Can anyone really gain an improvement out of that? No. But that's a nice helmet. Alright, you're going with a mage. I went with a mage as well. Can really fault you for that. It actually looks like a gladiatorial helmet. Yeah, this is a shitty helmet. Truly shitty helmet. Okay. Carta hat. More or less the same. Let's get rid of it right away. Carta assassin armor. Goes away. Reinforced vanguard coat. 6 constitution. Against 14 constitution. And the only thing I have increases ranged. Or melee defense, whatever. Black. Nah. Ooh. No, actually it is good. It's 6 constitution extra for him. You know what? This is better. I lose a lot of defense, but gain constitution, which honestly is always better. Let's give him that. And let's send the blocking, absorbing, or legion armor away. The King Rashbind. I just need to upgrade his critical chance. Goodbye. Prowler armor. Why did I hold on to this? I don't think I should. Yeah, no way. No way this is better. Hello, Nabjap. Another late arrival for the inventory fest. 2015. Alright, let's get rid of the Prowler armors. The Battlemaster mail. I actually think I need to get rid of this. Yeah. Okay, we need to improve the armor of Blackwall. There he is. Yeah, I only lose melee defense a little bit. He looks like a boss boy, but whatever. Alright, we're nearing the end, fast and furiously. Accessories. Superb health of belt. What? Belt of health. Okay, I like her focus gain, although I don't use focus. 200 maximum health! That's like 20% more health for her. If I remember correctly, she had like 900. Okay, but let's look at the rest of my peoples. Okay, let's switch out. I will continue to give her the health belts. I think the rogues are the ones that need this, because the rogues are the ones I need to run with. So let's give this to Cole. That extra health is just insurance. So I can run away when things get tough. Chain lightning ring. Now I know that causes AoE. That goes away. Charging bull. Shattering strike. That's double-handed, if I remember correct. Firestorm. I know who would love this. Soulless the mage. Let's give it to him right away. Highly unlikely I'll ever use Firestorm, but if someone is going to use Firestorm, it's going to be him. You know what? I know I won't be using grenades in the future. Let's set this shit. I know for sure I won't be using grenades in the future. Okay, all this could be useful. 1,000 rings cut for Sarah if she ever gets it. But we have 2 of them now. 30%, 30%. So let's get rid of 1. Belt of Fire, Belt of Focus. Who has Focus? Cassandra has Focus. And her focus is a lot of health. No. Guard regeneration. I would like to spam more the focus of Dorian. Haste. Yeah, haste seems like the more spammo focus ability. Let's give it to him. Potions belt. That could actually work with what I'm trying to do. And let's get rid of these attacks, whatever. Tonics. Tonics I will be wearing, and potions as well. Those 2 could work in the end. Fire resistance. Let's keep it as well. No need to go crazy. Okay, and that's it. We're done with this. Only crafting is left, if there is such a thing. Did I record any upgrades? Bianca's arms. Number 4. Well, let's go and check them out before I forget. Barrick. Seems everything goes up as it should. I am a Dalish mage. Sledge Hapster. I don't know what. How do you like your gameplay? I would say if you go with an archer, it is more actiony. And if you go with a mage, and you are going to control the mage, it would be more tactical or strategic. Because a mage attacks standing still. Once you decide to attack anyone with being a mage, you are going to stand in a place and use all your spells, while a rogue archer can move around the battlefield. Is much more dynamic in combat. Alright, let's check the let's get rid of the Bianca's arms, number 3. In all honesty, if this is not equipped, now let me check. It's always possible I'm wearing armor that doesn't allow for increases. It's always possible. Let's make sure. An elf or human ranger? It is a cosmetic difference, I would say. Because I don't know if you are labeled a Dalish if you go with an elf. Well, it depends on how nor what you do as a human. I would say occasionally people actually reflect on the fact that you are an elf. And the main storyline certainly does. So if you like being an elf and being treated as an elf, then go with an elf. If you okay, let's say you're creating a new character. You select the class, the race, the gender, the difficulty. After all that, the game will tell you very specifically what type of person you're supposed to be. For example, my character is an elven mage that is actually an spy, and there is a little bit of text that says you are the first of keeper of the keeper of Clan Lavalin, a clan that's very interested in human affairs, and your keeper sent you to the conclave to spy on the proceedings. So you can make the choice based on that description if you really want to go a little bit deeper, role playing wise. So my character is a Dalish spy because the game establishes that she is a Dalish spy. Okay, she cannot wear upgrades, which means at least I need to keep one set of those. What about Dorian? He definitely cannot wear, which means two sets, which means that stays. Which in turn means we move to this. What did I get? I think it was a very shitty stuff. Yeah, complete bullshit. Alright. Let's go and sell stuff and hit the Dalish. The sad weapon. Sad splinters. This is crazy. Craft the sad weapon, yes. Yes, please, let's do that. Let's see if I can actually craft runes. Can I make a rune? No. Yes! Inflicts bonus damage against Red Templars and Darkspawn. Or Frost Rune for a non-staff. And this is for 20% damage, 20 plus damage against Corrupted. Or a Frost Rune. Adds cold damage to each strike. Okay. You can also go with a Qunari, why not? I don't know what the Qunari background is. I think you're a Talbashoth or something like that. Alright, let's see what weapons don't have runes at the moment. She has a rune. She can have a rune. Okay, that's one rune. She has a rune. He doesn't have a rune. So that's two runes that we can order. He doesn't have a rune. That's three runes. Cole doesn't have a rune. That's four runes. Soulless doesn't have a rune. That's five runes. Barrick can actually put a rune. That's six runes. Everyone can have a rune. It seems seven runes. Only two have runes. Sand runes. Let's see if we can make sand runes. And I would definitely prefer the cleansing ones for my regular party. How many can I do of this? Okay, craft one. A cleansing rune, great. Only one, great. Without the frost. Counting my chickens before they hatch is what they say. 2 runes, okay, I will give it to a regular party then. The regular party apparatus. What is a bashoth? Never been in the Qun. Ah, not someone that abandoned the Qun, but someone born outside of the Qun. Okay. Bus syllabus. It's all craziness. Bus syllabus. Okay, let's give Cassandra the cleansing one. Nah, not really. What is better? I don't do damage to anyone, honestly. Okay, what has more damage? The sword or the staff? Didn't I say it was a mistake he had this staff instead of the other staff? I think I said that, didn't I? Pretty sure I did say that. It's 5 and 7. Yeah, he said, why does he have that stuff? Sola should have that stuff. In all honesty, it's not that big of a difference. Besides, he does a lot of damage. No, this one is better. It's 21, not 21. And the other one has 21, and this one has 26. And it is a mistake. I am making a big mistake. Okay, then let's put here the cold rune. Why not? Well, apparently I cannot. It drew only non-staff. And let's put the cleansing rune there. Who cares? Yes, whatever. And then let's give Cassandra the other rune. The ice rune. Because we actually need all the help we can get if we're going to enter that mansion next time. Which we are going to enter. Okay, so now we switch the staffs between Solas and Dorian. Hello, Fergus. Ha, Funk, it's true. What can I tell you? I told you I'm a min-maxer by trade. That is what I do. I min-max games. And this is where you min-max everything. In the inventory. And in crafting. The Keeper fire stuff. Why not? Take it. Take it. Dorian should have this. Well, that works much better, I think. Until I can use this shit. No, I can already use it. Shit. shit! And double shit. I just fucked up. Ah, holy Jesus Christ. I really fucked this up. The cleansing rune have replaced the dragon slaying rune. I didn't realize I could use the stuff now. What a moron. A complete asshat. Okay, there is nothing I can do. That rune is lost. Okay, let's switch it up. Ah, motherfuckers. Unless this stuff is really good. That's 17 willpower. No, I cannot reload. That's against the rules, honestly. I made a mistake. I cannot reload mistakes. I can reload bugs, but that was my fault. Because I wasn't paying attention. Not close enough in any event. Okay. Let's sell stuff. That's what's really making me make mistakes. All that shit in the screen. What are you talking about? Stop annoying me. Okay. Now we can do this properly. Alright, let's take 5 constitution and 9 willpower. Look at that. This has 17 base. Well, this has 12 base. That's why this is much better. I need to take all the upgrades from the staffs. This is the same. 5 constitution, 9 willpower. I think it's exactly the same, isn't it? 5 constitution, 9 willpower. Okay. What Solas has? Solas has 5 constitution, 7 constitution, doesn't he? I remember correctly. Yes. Alright. Which is something I should take. This seems to be going out of commission. This particular... Nine magic, yeah, that's 9 base only. Shit. Okay. Who has more damage? Well, doesn't matter. Let's equip it and then we will... Nah, whatever. The grip. 5 constitution. The blade. 9 willpower or 7 constitution. 9 willpower it is. Great. 26 willpower. That is crazy. Alright. And this stuff is going to whom? Okay, so this has 26 increase. This has 24. Okay, let me ask a question to you guys. What is more useful, a corrupting stone or a cleansing rune? A corrupting rune or a cleansing rune? What seems more useful? The cleansing rune does damage to darkspawn and what? The Red Templars, and the corrupting rune to the living, whatever that means. So what do you think? What is more useful? A cleansing rune or a corrupting rune? I would have to go... I don't know. Both of them seem useful. That's something my party should have. One with cleansing rune, but with corrupting. But I fucked up, so can only choose one of them. Because the increase in the increase in willpower is too much to ignore. How much is it? 31 against 26. Yeah, it's too much. For 20 damage, that doesn't even come close. I would have to say, so far, the Darkspawn seem extremely weak opponents. But who the fuck knows what I will find in that stupid mansion. And the Red Templars are running around everywhere now. I find that's the problem, Giga. What I find more difficult are rogues. and I've seen rogues that are living and rogues that are corrupted. So, so that doesn't really narrow it down, does it? But I would have to say the most damaging rogues are by far corrupted rogues. You would take the cleansing rune, yeah. Corrupted rogues seem by far the more difficult ones to deal with. Okay, and let's distribute stuff. Given that decision, hopefully I can get more parts for runes, so I can unmake my mistake eventually. Since I don't plan to fight any no. Yes, no, yes, yes, yes. Alright. That's it. As far as this goes. Which means we are off to buy influence, sell a few things to the Dalish, and we are done for today. Spend all the money in influence. Maybe I'll get a new perk. Who knows? I do think there was something she had I wanted to buy. It was truly expensive. Let me check if holding on to my money. Could prove useful. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like an AoE to me. This, on the other hand, is a very good shield. This is a great axe, yes. Which means I don't really want it. Demon Slaying rune. Okay. And let's buy them anyway. Yeah. Let's buy the runes. Doesn't matter if I will end up using them or not. I think I already bought everything the Danish had to offer me, didn't I? So let's buy influence.
He's doing so much. I should ride to join him. You?
Do you know he actually sells more shit than those books? Spend the rest of the money in influence, so I can gain more focus.
Fairbanks would find me. He'd see my... So would his enemies. You'd fare worse than a legend.
Maybe that way I'll force myself to start using focus instead of being a fucking idiot. Okay, let's save for... Let's save to compare. I know this gives me 300. I want to see what this gives me. How much influence. We can keep doing the math. So let's save that much. And travel to the Dalish, and that's it for today. To the Dalish. Because I need to sell them stuff and retrieve a quest. Where are the Dalish? There they are. Why not? Let's bring the regular people. So I won't be fighting at all. And we're closing in on the 100-hour mark. I wonder how many people have advanced so little after playing for 100 hours in this game. I think this must be the slowest playthrough ever of Dragon Age Inquisition. Detonator abilities were there. I remember I obsessed out doing combos in Dragon Age 2. It was a foolish thing to do. I know people even released reviews based on 50 hours of gameplay. Where was I at 50 hours of gameplay? I don't think I had gotten to Haven even. Didn't know who that Corypheus was, that guy. Could you imagine that? That
Welcome
was
again,
it,
friend.
I believe. But I need to sell the Dalish 2 things I cannot sell anyone else. Interesting, the Dalish truly do not have any... The Hala figurine, and the Keeper stuff, why not? And the horn. Finally I got rid of those things. I always forget to give it to them. Alright. So what did I say I was going to do next time?
It is always a pleasure to greet one of our own.
I should be going.
I know what I said I was going to. Enter the mansion. That is in the Emerald Graves? Or, yeah, it was in the Emerald Graves. The Chateau de Bleu. So let's go to a camp and that will be it for today. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow when we enter the chateau and see what the hell is inside. Until then, long live Arlathan. Goodbye. 95 hours. Imagine that.